I discuss with him, I teach him what is right, what is wrong. He doesn't have a social media yet. He's not interested in it. He's all into sport.
Hidden from the public eye by Melania Trump's careful shield, Donald Trump's youngest son, Barron Trump, remains a mystery to many. Town and Country reveals an astonishing fact. Barron Trump became the first child to call the White House home since John F. Kennedy Jr. in 1963. Despite the veil of secrecy, Barron's life holds numerous untold stories waiting to be unveiled. Join us in this video as we explore the life of Barron Trump. Choosing Barron's name. Choosing a child's name might seem straightforward, but for many parents, it can be a lengthy and complicated process. In 2006, Donald Trump, while hosting The Apprentice, shared that his son Barron almost had a different name. Trump and his wife Melania disclosed this during an interview with Gayle King on the Oprah Winfrey Show a few months after Barron was born. Barron is a unique name with an intriguing backstory. Interestingly, Donald Trump used to act as his own spokesperson under the alias John Barron in the 1980s.
Okay, what's your first name then? John Barron.
He adopted this pseudonym whenever he needed to deliver difficult messages or wanted to avoid attaching his own name to certain statements. Trump was so convincing in this role that for over a decade, reporters quoted John Barron as if he were an actual person. The charade continued until 1990, when Trump had to admit under oath that he was indeed John Barron. This tactic wasn't entirely his own invention. He learned it from his father, Fred Trump, who frequently used the alias Mr. Green for similar purposes. In 2004, following the success of The Apprentice, a scripted drama based on Donald Trump's life briefly entered production. Trump himself offered screenwriter Gay Walsh a piece of advice: change the protagonist's last name to Barron. A few years later, Donald's son Barron Trump was born, and the name became a real part of his family. Interestingly, in 2019, Variety reported that a screenplay featuring Barron thwarting his father's presidential campaign earned a spot on the prestigious Hollywood blacklist. Barron grew up with no nanny. Barron Trump's upbringing was markedly different from that of his older siblings, Eric, Ivanka, and Donald Jr. While they were cared for by Irish nannies, Melania Trump took a different approach, emphasizing a more hands-on and personal method of raising her son. Melania took immense pride in being a dedicated mother, attending to all of Barron's needs herself and valuing every moment spent with him. Whether it was engaging in activities or simply sitting quietly in the car together, she cherished their time together. Despite her preference for handling things herself, Melania did hire a nanny named Claire Hollywood when Barron was a newborn. However, as Barron grew, Melania's commitment to being his primary caregiver became evident. This approach was quite different from the upbringing of Ivanka, Eric, and Donald Jr., who had nannies during their early years due to their mother Ivana's demanding schedule. The Trump family, like many affluent families, utilized nannies, but Melania's decision to be more hands-on with Barron set him apart. Barron's unique upbringing in the White House also contributed to his distinct image in the media. Often portrayed as a likable figure, Barron's experiences were different from those of his older siblings. Melania was not one to socialize with other parents during playdates, despite the efforts of mothers at Columbia Grammar to connect with her. She took full responsibility for preparing Barron's lunch, getting him ready for school, and ensuring he was well cared for. In an interview with People magazine, Melania shared insights into her parenting style. She mentioned that she not only helped Barron with his homework, but also took him to after-school sports activities. Melania made it a priority to be present for him at every significant milestone, recognizing that his father, Donald Trump, often traveled and was away from home. Barron loves to be one-on-one with Dad because normally he's almost always with me, she explained. So I give them space when it's Daddy and Barron time. He looks forward to that. Donald Trump Jr. holds a 28-year age gap over Barron Trump. Barron Trump, the only child of Melania and Donald Trump, was born on March 20th, 2006. He is the youngest among Donald Trump's 5 children from 3 marriages. His first marriage to Ivana Trump produced his 3 eldest children, Donald Trump Jr., Ivanka, and Eric. His 4th child, Tiffany, came from his second marriage to Marla Maples. The age differences within the Trump family are significant. Donald Trump Jr., the older sibling, is 28 years older than Barron, creating a distinct family dynamic. The next youngest sibling, Tiffany, is 12 years older than Barron. Born about a year after his parents' marriage, Barron has grown up in a very different setting compared to his older siblings, who often lived separately from Melania. This large age gap has made Barron's upbringing similar to that of an only child during his early years. These unique family dynamics have undoubtedly shaped Barron's experiences and the way he navigates life as a member of the Trump family. The first presidential son in the White House since JFK Jr., Barron Trump's role as the first son of a US president in decades marks a significant historical moment. Not since John F. Kennedy Jr. has a presidential son resided in the White House, shifting a long-standing trend where presidential daughters held sway from 1963 onward. This change in generational representation highlights the evolving dynamics within the presidential family, marking a unique chapter in US history. Did you know that John F. Kennedy Jr., often referred to as John John, captured the public's imagination as a young boy in the White House during the early 1960s? His presence, much like Barron Trump's, symbolized a new era in presidential family dynamics. Addressing Barron's alleged autism. Speculation surrounding Barron Trump's potential autism diagnosis has been prevalent, particularly since his father's presidential campaign. Various sources, including social media and online forums, have contributed to these rumors, expressing concerns about Barron's behavior and demeanor. However, it's crucial to emphasize that neither Barron Trump nor his family has officially confirmed or publicly commented on these speculations. In reality, there is no verified information from credible sources regarding Barron Trump's autism diagnosis. Claims suggesting such a diagnosis should be considered speculative rather than factual. In addition, a number of specialists have shared their professional insights into Barron Trump's conduct and refuted the autism theories, pointing out that there are other possible explanations for his behaviors. They reaffirmed that determining an autism diagnosis necessitates a thorough assessment by licensed experts, and it is inappropriate for anyone lacking the necessary training to render firm conclusions. In summary, despite extensive conjecture, there is a conspicuous lack of reliable data to back up these assertions on Barron Trump's autism. Regardless of their public persona, it is crucial to respect people's privacy, especially that of minors. As a result, any conversation regarding Barron Trump's health ought to be founded on verified facts rather than speculations. Barron is multilingual. Barron Trump is widely recognized for his impressive multilingual abilities as reported by various sources. He is fluent in French, Slovenian, his mother Melania's native language, and English, showcasing a remarkable linguistic range. Melania Trump has frequently praised Barron's fluency in multiple languages, attributing his proficiency to his exposure to diverse cultures and languages, influenced by her Slovenian heritage and his educational experiences. From an early age, Barron learned Slovenian from his mother and achieved fluency in both Slovenian and English by the age of 3. By 9, he was able to converse fluently with his grandparents in Slovenian, demonstrating his advanced language skills. Melania has spoken publicly about Barron's exceptional abilities in interviews, emphasizing the advantages of being multilingual. She has also mentioned that while they encourage Barron's linguistic diversity, they have decided that English is the primary language he uses in public settings, a choice made jointly by herself and her husband. During her 2011 appearance on The Joy Behar Show, Melania Trump discussed her role as a mother, her marriage to Donald Trump, and their son Barron's upbringing. She highlighted Barron's fluency in English, French, and Slovenian, emphasizing the importance of exposing him to multiple languages early in life to enrich his linguistic skills and cultural understanding. Barron had a stalker. At the age of 17, Barron Trump faced a disturbing ordeal with a stalker, despite efforts to shield him from the typical paparazzi lifestyle. This has shown that as long as you are from a wealthy family which is well known, there is a high probability of having the media always wanting to shove in your life. Although his parents may have been used to this lifestyle as a teen, Barron found it a bit difficult for him to handle. It was reported that a 41-year-old social studies teacher had been accused of stalking and threatening Barron Trump. Tracy Marie Fiorenza, a 41-year-old social studies teacher, was placed under custody after making threats to shoot former President Donald Trump and his son Barron. It is said that she followed Barron throughout his Florida high school. She was detained by police in March outside Oxbridge Academy following a security guard's tip that she was a known stalker of the well-known student. According to the school principal, he stated that they received an email from the teacher stating that "I will shoot Donald Trump Sr. and Barron Trump straight in the face at any opportunity I get, and I'm going to slam a bullet in Barron Trump's head with his father in self-defense." Fiorenza asserted that no one had paid attention to her years of correspondence with the school on her concerns over required reporting procedures. She also made other strange accusations during her last hearing, claiming that the government utilized remote sexual stimulation on her former kids in Chicago and that Donald Trump is the leader of a pedophile organization. The school gatekeeper made mention of the fact that Tracy has the habit of harassing people and stalking high-profile students. During her detention with hearing, Rosenblum stated that Tracy might have been battling with mental illness. However, she is said to remain in the custody of the police pending her transfer to the Southern District of Florida. Flair for sports. Barron Trump stands out not only for his tall, athletic build, but also for his passion and skill on the soccer field, a sport he avidly plays and follows. His dedication was evident during his time with the Arlington Soccer Association in Virginia, where he showcased his talent. Standing over 6 feet tall at just 15 years old, Barron had already surpassed both of his parents in height. His stature and athleticism suggest a promising future in sports. Despite the spotlight cast on his family, Barron has maintained a relatively low profile, focusing on his education and athletic pursuits. Soccer holds a special place in Barron's life, providing him with a positive outlet and grounding him amidst the media attention surrounding his family. During his time in the White House, Barron engaged with soccer players Julian Buescher and Marcelo Sarvas, and received a signed soccer ball from DC United during their visit, an experience that further fueled his passion for the sport. His commitment to soccer continued as he joined the DC United under-12 and development teams, sporting the number 81 jersey. In 2017, he played for the Arlington Soccer Association under-14 team, demonstrating his dedication and love for the game. A notable highlight was his meeting with soccer icon Wayne Rooney, an experience that underscored his enthusiasm and potential in the sport. President Donald Trump has expressed pride in Barron's athletic abilities, offering unwavering support as Barron pursues his interests and dreams. Barron loves sneakers. Barron Trump has a keen eye for stylish footwear, a trait common among many teenagers. He frequently opts for fashionable New Balance sneakers, indicating a clear preference for this brand. In 2017, rumors swirled that Barron sported custom-made New Balance trainers with his prep school uniform, showcasing his affinity for the brand. His penchant for stylish yet comfortable shoes was further evident in January, when he was spotted wearing another pair of New Balance sneakers, this time in pale suede with a distinctive reflective logo. These instances underscore Barron's evolving taste in footwear, which seamlessly merges fashion with comfort. His choice of New Balance sneakers underscores his appreciation for durable and practical footwear, while also reflecting his modern and trend-setting style. Whether he chooses bespoke designs or stylish suede options, Barron's shoe selections consistently embody his unique sense of fashion and personal flair. Barron Trump came under heavy attacks online. Despite his young age, Barron Trump found himself thrust into the public eye during his father's presidency, facing unwarranted criticism and online attacks. The reasons behind this unjust treatment remain unclear, but it was evident that Barron was targeted simply because he was the child of a well-known figure. Former first daughter Chelsea Clinton stood up in support of Barron, condemning the cyberbullying he endured and urging restraint. Through a series of tweets, she emphasized the importance of allowing Barron to grow up without the harsh scrutiny and criticism that often accompanies being part of the first family. Chelsea passionately advocated for Barron's right to privacy and respect from both the media and society. Jenna Bush Hager, another former first daughter, also voiced her disapproval of the criticism directed at Barron. She acknowledged that Barron had no say in his father's decision to enter politics, emphasizing that as a young teenager, he was thrust into an unusual and challenging spotlight through circumstances beyond his control. Barron went to St. Andrew's Episcopal School instead of the customary Sidwell Friends. Barron Trump initially attended Columbia Grammar and Preparatory School, CGPS, on the Upper West Side of New York City. However, following his father's election as the 45th President of the United States in 2016, Barron moved to Potomac, Maryland, near Washington, D.C., to enroll at St. Andrew's Episcopal School. This choice diverged from the tradition of former presidents' children attending Sidwell Friends School. In August 2021, Barron transferred to the Oxbridge Academy in Palm Beach, Florida, in preparation for the 2021 to 2022 academic year. The Oxbridge Academy is an exclusive school with an annual tuition fee of $34,800, conveniently located near his father's Mar-a-Lago Country Club. Barron's enrollment necessitated adjustments by the Academy to accommodate the presence of the Secret Service, marking a first-time occurrence for them. William Koch, a financier and supporter of Donald Trump's 2016 presidential campaign, established Oxbridge Academy in 2011. Barron's enrollment at the school was confirmed by Scott Siegfried, Director of Advancement, who expressed anticipation in welcoming him to their school and community. Upon Barron's enrollment, Oxbridge Academy promptly informed parents of other students about the presence of Secret Service personnel on campus during his visits. Ralph Maurer, the Academy's director, assured families that a limited number of agents would be present daily, working closely with the Secret Service to ensure smooth and discreet security measures with minimal disruption to daily school activities. Furthermore, Barron's enrollment marks the Academy's inaugural experience with having Secret Service presence on campus, as noted by Siegfried, the school's Director of Advancement. They aim to maintain a minimal impact on our day-to-day operations, a practice extended to the children of numerous past presidents. It's quite remarkable, he shared with the publication. Barron Trump's organized an educational White House field trip. In May 2018, Barron Trump organized a White House field trip for 80 of his St. Andrew's Episcopal School classmates, garnering national attention. This unique opportunity allowed his peers to explore the historic residence where Barron had lived during his father's presidency up close. The children received a comprehensive tour of the White House, visiting iconic rooms such as the Blue Room, the State Dining Room, and the East Room. They likely encountered various historical artifacts, enriching their understanding of American history and the presidency. The field trip not only highlighted the educational significance of the White House, but also showcased Barron's ability to share his personal experiences with his classmates. For his peers, it was an unforgettable and educational day, offering insights into the daily lives of the First Family and the inner workings of the executive mansion. Overall, the event was a memorable and enriching experience for the students, combining history, education, and a glimpse into the intriguing life of their classmate Barron Trump. Barron loves fashion. Barron Trump's interests in fashion go beyond the ordinary. Like his father Donald Trump, Barron has a fondness for dressing up and particularly enjoys wearing ties. Melania Trump has described Barron as someone who appreciates formal attire, noting in a 2013 ABC News interview that he is not your typical sweatpants child and takes pride in looking well dressed. As Barron has matured, his interest in fashion has grown more pronounced. At 14, he exhibits a strong fascination with trendy attire. Melania Trump, celebrated for her own fashion sensibility, has fostered Barron's passion for style. During his early years in the White House, Barron often donned dress shirts and tailored suits, echoing his father's formal attire. These outfits featured classic cuts and understated colors, presenting a polished appearance suited for formal events and public appearances. In contrast, Barron's casual wardrobe is equally noteworthy. He has been spotted in stylish coats, designer denim, and fashionable sneakers. For informal gatherings and family vacations, Barron frequently opts for luxury brands such as Ralph Lauren and Gucci, showcasing a blend of casual yet sophisticated outfits. His choice of footwear, including selections from Yeezy and New Balance, combines comfort with contemporary designs. In addition, under Melania's guidance, Barron has not only developed a sophisticated understanding of fashion, but also embraced a regimen of high-end skincare products and cosmetics. Melania, who intimately understands Barron's evolving fashion tastes, has integrated her favorite skincare product, the Caviar Complex C6 moisturizer, into his daily routine. This luxurious moisturizer, valued at up to $150, is meticulously applied by Melania from head to toe, leaving Barron to enjoy its invigorating fragrance. Thanks to Melania's influence and advice, Barron has cultivated a keen awareness of personal grooming at a young age, prioritizing both fashion and skincare. Luxurious lifestyle. Luxury and extravagance have long been hallmarks of Barron Trump's lifestyle, particularly evident during his time living in the Trump Tower in New York City. For Barron, the move to the White House did not mark a step up in luxury living. Melania Trump offered a revealing glimpse into Barron's opulent life at Trump Tower in an interview with Parenting via Redbook. Barron enjoyed an extravagant lifestyle within Trump Tower, where he had an entire floor in the three-story penthouse to himself, providing ample space to indulge his artistic interests. His living quarters resembled a child's dream, adorned with decor that included planes and helicopters, echoing the grandeur of the Palace of Versailles. Despite their lavish apartment in Trump Tower, Barron and Melania were accustomed to living in multiple residences throughout the year. These included Trump's expansive 60-room estate in upstate New York, his luxurious 15,000 square foot mansion in Beverly Hills, and his prestigious Palm Beach estate, Mar-a-Lago, often considered his crown jewel. Given the allure of their lifestyle, it's not surprising that Barron and Melania delayed their move to the nation's capital to join Donald Trump. Barron's life as the president's son continued to embody opulence. Reports from The Inquisitor suggested that the Trump family's preferences were meticulously attended to at the White House, where a dedicated staff member ensured their favorite snacks, meals, and personal items were always readily available. Despite the change in scenery, Barron maintained a lifestyle synonymous with luxury, reflecting the Trump family's penchant for extravagance wherever they went. Barron Trump was worried about moving to the White House. Donald Trump mentioned Barron's fear of relocating from New York City to the White House after winning the presidency. Donald disclosed that Barron had established deep ties in New York at the age of 9, especially with his school and friends, which made the move intimidating. The reason Barron was anxious about the transfer is still unknown. Donald revealed in an interview with People magazine, he attends a top-notch school in New York and has a large social circle there. However, I reassure him that Daddy will help others and can aid kids just like him if something happens, and that makes him happy. 9 years old, he is a strong, intelligent, and perceptive young man. He observes it. Barron had some misgivings at first, but Donald's confidence in his abilities to have a constructive influence seemed to allay some of them, demonstrating Barron's maturity and awareness of his father's obligations. Unexpected friendship between Barron Trump and Robert Biden II. In 2020, Barron Trump and Robert Biden II surprised the media by sharing photos on their MySpace profiles, showcasing their bond despite political differences. The images captured them in heartwarming moments, jokingly holding hands in the Oval Office, exchanging game consoles with Barron, kissing Robert on the forehead, and holding the presidential phone with a caption condemning discrimination based on sexual orientation. Shortly after posting, they updated their Facebook status to "in a relationship." According to an anonymous White House aide interviewed by TMZ, Barron arranged for Robert to sneak into the White House early in the morning after months of online gaming chats. Witnesses outside reported commotion from the West Wing the night before the photos were posted. Robert attempted to evade Barron's Secret Service detail but was apprehended quickly. President Trump later tweeted praise for Robert but suggested he might have felt Barron was out of his league. Barron is intelligent. Barron Trump's IQ has drawn public curiosity due to his privileged upbringing and prestigious education. Despite the lack of specific IQ figures, his schooling and upbringing suggest a rich intellectual environment. Raised with a strong emphasis on education, Barron engaged in activities that nurtured intellectual growth and attended prestigious private schools. While his academic records remain private, his professors have praised his character and sharp intellect. Melania Trump has shielded him from excessive public scrutiny, fostering his development in a supportive home environment. Comparisons of Barron's IQ to his father, Donald Trump's, are speculative given the absence of reliable IQ tests for Barron. Donald Trump's occasional remarks about his own intelligence do not provide a credible basis for evaluating Barron's IQ. Genetics likely play a role in Barron's academic abilities inherited from both parents. His education at renowned institutions like Oxbridge Academy and Columbia Grammar has shaped his commitment to excellence and leadership. Engaging in creative activities such as Magna Tiles and Lego underscores his holistic educational approach, emphasizing problem-solving and critical thinking skills. Balancing his responsibilities within the Trump family with academic demands, Barron demonstrates maturity and adaptability. Barron Trump's net worth. Barron Trump's estimated net worth surpasses $80 million, largely derived from the wealth accumulated by his father, Donald Trump, known for his successful real estate and business ventures. Melania Trump's strategic financial planning further secures Barron's financial future, ensuring he inherits a substantial portion of the family fortune. Now that Barron Trump has turned 18, this milestone gives him greater visibility and potentially more involvement in public activities. With his father, Donald Trump, continuing to engage in political contests, it is anticipated that Barron may emerge more publicly and make modest contributions to his father's campaign efforts.